been taking over. Shooters take shots, and I mean a lot. You over there looking sober, and you cannot look me over. Boy, I've been ballin' since 98. Look at the form, it's kinda great. It's to the point where it's no debates. Back then, niggas still ball like 23.
Yes, y'all. Welcome to the locker room. Super duper excited. We are here. It's official. We are live. Not only are we live here, you're live in a few other places as well, but I ain't about to out myself out like that, man. As y'all can see, I'm real relaxed, real calm right now, real chill. You feel me? It's going to be an amazing show. Hope the lighting is better. Hope the mood is great. If you missed out on sports news today, don't worry about it. We got you right here at the locker room. You don't have to stress. Just relax. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take good care of you right here. So we make sure everything is up and rolling. We're going to get right into the show, so I don't want to waste too much time. I want to give y'all exactly what y'all came here for, and that's an amazing show. Starting off with the news of the day, man, and that is a breath of relief, a moment of solace, a second that we can just know that everything is going to be okay. Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh and the entire team took a deep sigh of relief after finding out that the quarterback Lamar Jackson only suffered a minor injury during Wednesday's practice. I told the guys prayers get answered, Harbaugh said. According to ESPN, I was praying. He was praying hard. Jackson left 40 minutes early after his foot was stepped on, but x-rays revealed no damage. He didn't practice on Thursday, but he's fine, Harbaugh said. He's going to be good. He added, I'm sure it's a little sore, but he's good with that. Jackson led the NFL with a 119.6 passer rating last season, along with racking up 4,172 yards through the air, 41 touchdowns, a two-time MVP. Also added 915 yards on the ground. When it comes to being a dynamic player, man, there's nobody else that you could really discuss on the same level as Lamar Jackson, other than obviously the MVP who won last year, Josh Allen. But we ain't gonna talk too much. We ain't gonna glaze too hard, man. We understand where we at. But man, Lamar Jackson really played an amazing game last season. So you don't want to see anybody else start off this season with injuries. So it is great. I'm happy as hell. The boy ain't hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's very important, especially when you're coming into a situation where you got something to prove. The Ravens have some early games this upcoming season. I think against the Bills as well. Gotta double check their schedule because let me see. They have. They got the Bills first game of the season. I was right. Bills first game of the season, September 7th. And that's the game you want to see, right? Everybody know that Lamar Jackson felt some type of way after not being able to get that. He didn't feel good not being able to get that that MVP that Josh Allen got, especially not even showing up to the award show. So you want to see him be healthy. We happy that he is healthy. It's a big deal. But you know what I'm saying? We're going to move right along, man. Happy for him, though. I'm also going to make sure we have the 5-minute timer going along here so we can be able to see as the show progresses where we are. Just so you know, right above you is the odds. If you'd like to get into that type of lifestyle, I'm not here to judge you, B. Do what you got to do. I'm not here to judge you. Go crazy. Up there's where you're going to find all the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Get into it. You know what I mean? And make sure the camera's following me. Bow, bow. Also below, you can see updated information when it comes to all the sports and stuff like that, everything that's going on, stats, and also news stories as well as we're going through. So let's get to it. Another big story. Let's go to the next one. The 49ers. Here we go, another player not doing the right thing. San Francisco coach Kyle Shanahan said that the receiver Demarcus Robinson is facing a 3-game suspension to start this season for violating the league's substance abuse policy. This is obviously a DUI situation. You don't want to see that. You hate to have that be a situation, especially when this team is already dealing with enough. It has been dealing with injuries and everything else for the last 2 seasons, so you don't want to see this at all. But this is ugly work. Shanahan told said Wednesday on the team's flagship radio station KNBR that Robinson has been suspended pending an appeal after he pled no contest last month to a misdemeanor DUI charge. San Francisco opens the season with games at Seattle and New Orleans, followed by a home game against Arizona. So they got a pretty easy beginning of the season. Shouldn't be too much for the 49ers to worry about if they come in healthy. But you do not want to see people, right, start off the year like this. We keep talking about this. This is ghetto work. You know what I mean? Robinson said last week that he was anxious waiting to hear the verdict from the NFL. Just wait on the outcome to see what happens to that. You know, I really don't know the time frame waiting to hear from them, obviously, up to what the league says. And he's going to be suspended. He did have a pretty good season. He's a 30-year-old wide receiver, had 31 catches for 505 yards and 7 touchdowns last season for the Los Angeles Rams. So you wanted to see him be able to come into this team with the 49ers already having a problem when it comes to the wide receivers being healthy throughout the season and be able to be an impact player, right? That wide receiver room, man, for the 49ers, they need all the help they can get. Like, stop playing around, brother. You got to stop playing around, brother. Get locked in. So I hate to see that for him. But hey, what can we say? What can we say, man? We're gonna move right along to speak about some people we should have been speaking about before, and I'm kind of sad. I'm disappointed in myself, right? That we was not speaking about the WNBA as much as we should have been speaking about the WNBA. So we're gonna correct that. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna get right into that. I'm trying to make sure I can be able to pull up these recent highlights from my girl, but don't think we can pull them up. We can't find them, which is pretty sad. But let's get into it anyway. Angel Reese returning back to the lineup Tuesday, had a pretty good game, 19 points and a comeback against the Seattle Storm, but they end up falling 94-88. Angel Reese missed the last 7 games due to a back injury. She tallied 19 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, and 1 block in 26 minutes of action. But the Sky came back, fell short. It's sad to say, Chicago went 1-6 with a 2-time All-Star out of the lineup. So without her being there, they really struggled without her being there. We're hoping that with her return back to the court, that we're able to see the Sky actually get back up there, right? You don't want to see this team being in the draft lottery twice in the last 5 years. So, last 3 years, I should say. My apologies. So you don't want to see that actually happening again, especially with so many other young players showing so much promise. Also, Also, what Caitlin Clark, her injuries being more pronounced and actually seem to be worsening as the season is going along. From what reports are saying, you just don't want to see this, man. You just do not want to see this. It's not the greatest thing in the world. So we're hoping that we're able to see Caitlin Clark come back healthy, so we can see this rivalry, man. Especially when it's been helping develop such a resurgence for the WNBA, getting them to where they should be, or where you want to see them be when it comes to them being able to make that money, to get to that bag, right? So hopefully we're able to see that continue to happen. Hope Angel Reese is able to stay healthy. That's very important, super duper important. You know what I mean? Let's keep hope alive for that one. Big story here, man. And this one right here is a doozy. It's a little bit tough one. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's about Jaylen Brown's father. And normally I don't like to ever, have these conversations, especially when we're talking about a player with that does this thing. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to talk about it now. Jaylen Brown's father, I should say, is dealing with some legal issues. The father of the Boston Celtics All-Star Jaylen Brown was arrested in Las Vegas and charged with attempted murder after reportedly stabbing another man in a parking lot. According to TMZ, of course they're there. Marcellus Brown admitted to dinging the victim's car with his door when getting out of his Lincoln Navigator. The argument ensued, and Brown stabbed the victim in the back and stomach. The website reported. Court documents listed Brown as an inmate in Clark County Detention Center on attempted murder charges. A person with knowledge of the incident, speaking on the condition of anonymity, on the condition of anonymity, thank you, because he was not authorized to discuss it, confirmed the man arrested is Jaylen Brown's father. The Celtics at this point in time has declined to comment on this. And this is a tough thing, right? Because obviously with all the things that's going on with Boston so far in the offseason, them kind of unloading contracts and stuff like that, and kind of gearing up to not really be as much of a contender as they were last season, especially with Jason Tatum going down with an injury and supposedly supposed to miss a good amount of time for this season. So you hate to see it, you really do, and you would hope that Jaylen Brown does not have to miss that much time into the season, especially with this personal situation going on. But if he did, it's totally understandable. But you can see Boston really, man, I'm not sure if Peyton Pritchard and your boy White is going to be able to hold it together, especially with them losing their big guys too. I don't even know what they're going to do over there. But this was supposed to be a year where Jaylen Brown's supposed to take it to the next level, right? Really take this team and put it on his back, because Jason Tatum's not going to be there. There's no more Robin in this situation. I'm supposed to be Batman. So with that being the case, of him not being able to do that, especially with this situation going on, obviously prayers to his father, hoping that everything, hoping they're able to figure this out. The reports doesn't look great, but you just really hope that they're able to figure this out, because you don't want to see anybody be in this kind of predicament, especially when your son is in the league, man. It's extremely tough. Extremely tough. That is, yeah. I don't want to stay too much on this topic because of that. So we're gonna move right along. The Brewers beat the Cubs to become the first team with 80 wins in the season. Bryce Tereg hit a 2-run homer. Isaac Collins drove in 2 insurance runs, and the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Chicago Cubs 4-1 on Thursday. Tereg and Sal Frelick each had 2 hits as the Brewers opened up a 7-game lead over Chicago in NL Central. Milwaukee took the finale in a 5-game series at Wrigley Field after the Cubs won 3 straight. The Brewers won Monday's 7-0 opener. Monday's opener 7-0. So happy to see the Cubs do their thing. I'm a Cubs fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wasn't happy to see my team lose, but by me being impartial, I gotta say congratulations to Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee, celebrate, right? Have this be your moment, okay? Because I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't see any of your other teams, okay, doing anything this season. So if this is your championship season, take it, rub it on your back like lotion if you need to. I don't see them doing anything else. But shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks looking bad. That's all I'm gonna say. Bucks looking bad. It's okay to be a hater, man. It's okay to be a hater from Milwaukee. I just want to let y'all know it's okay to be a hater from Milwaukee. If there's one team or one city you can hate on, it's Milwaukee, okay? As long as Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham is in that city, I'm going to hate on that team exclusively, okay? That's just the way it's going to be. It's the way it's going to be, man. I can't. I'm not going to change who I am. Not for me. I'm not doing that to me. I'm not going to do that for you either. So moving right along, man. Giants with some bad news, man. San Francisco Giants right-hander Landon Rupp was carted off the field after being hit by a line drive by Ramon Laureano of the San Diego Padres in the 3rd inning on Wednesday night. Padres was hit in the back of the right thigh, and the impact spun him partway around. His left knee then buckled, and he went down to the ground face first. He sat up and was holding his left knee and was checked by a trainer before being loaded onto a cart. So hopefully you don't want to see anybody go out with an injury. Like we talked about before, it's very difficult. I never want to see people go out like this way. Sorry for the stuttering, but you hope that he's able to get healthy. For those who are a fan of the San Francisco Giants, know that we wish the best for you. Unless you're going up against the Cubs. Just understand that. Lock it in. I need you to know that I'm not a hater by choice. I was born this way. Okay, I can't get off of that. I can't pause. But I can't change who I am. So we hope the best for you. Unless you're playing against the Cubs. Okay. I can't help you. All right. And the Astros. I'm an Astros fan too. I'm sorry. But yeah, hoping that he's healthy. Usually with something like this, man, you don't like to see him go down, especially when it's like a free play. You know what I mean? A line drive is if you ever seen one ever, dumb things is quick. Okay, dumb things they get at you quick. So hopefully he's going to be healthy. That's the most important part. With that, we just hope the best for him. Moving right along, man. This story right here, we're gonna take some time with, right? I think it's important that we talk about it in totality. And this one right here really grinds my gears, man. I'm not sure what you was doing during that Jets game, right? So many things happened during that Jets game, especially Abdul Carter getting sat down by a tight end, right? And that was hilarious just to see his response to that too, saying that that's the only highlight they're gonna have all season. The trash talk is great. You just love it, right? I mean, like we don't especially with two New York teams that's hating each other, you can't get no better than that, right? You gotta like that. You gotta love that. Let it lock in. You know what I'm saying? Let it lock in, right? We want the hatred, especially when both teams is possibly gonna be butt this season, right? You want that, right? Eric Glenn, though, let's talk about it, had a no coaches allowed meeting for the players, other than him, of course, because I don't know whether he sees himself as a player or a coach, but we'll talk about it. Usually you'll like to see player leaders of the team, like the captains, hold these meetings and stuff like that so the players can hold themselves accountable. But Aaron Glenn was unhappy with the New York Jets performance in their preseason game loss against the Giants last Saturday night, and insisted his team would get things cleaned up in a hurry. Sorry, Brooklyn, it's not happening. Brooklyn from point A, point B, he loves the Jets. So Glenn got his players together the next day for their walkthrough practice, but with a unique twist. There was no assistant coaches involved. It was a players only, with Glenn overseeing the session, with quarterback Justin Fields led offense and linebacker Jalen Sherwood led the defense. It was the first time for me, said Andre Cisco, the safety over there, in his 5th NFL season, his first one playing with the Jets. He said, also, wide receiver Garrett told Overtime during the interview, it was just weird for them. Yeah, ownership thing, and also just knowing, for just us owning the calls, owning the defense, and really leaning into what it is that our coaches are going to be calling and why they're calling it. And can we even step into the kind, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I'm not even about to get into that, okay? I was trying to read over the notes and stuff like that. It's a little bit jumbled in there, so I do apologize. I'm going to get right into the crux of this thing, right? I'm going to get right into the giblets, right? Let's get into the giblets of this whole thing. I want to massage deep in the trashness of the Jets, okay? The Jets in the last couple of years have been butt, okay? Have been butt. Whether they had Aaron Rodgers, it don't matter who it is, they have been butt. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a Justin Fields supporter. I'm not going to say I'm a fan, but I do want to see him win, especially after what he had to endure playing with the Bears early in his career, right? It's just horrible. And the things he was going through, you see Caleb Williams going through the same thing. Lack of protection, always have to break outside the pocket in order to be able to get free. You see the same thing. And then he finally gets free of that monster and has to go to the Steelers, only to be put in a situation where he wasn't able to win. Now, finally, right, he's in a place where he can be the starting quarterback again, right, to really show what he can do throughout the totality of a season. And I hate to be able to say, this is not a good look. This is not going to be a good season. Okay? At all. At all. Okay, so let's talk about who they're going to play. Right? And it's important that we had this conversation. So first, they play the Eagles tomorrow at 7:30 for the preseason game. We don't even care about that. Right? They have the Steelers starting off September 7th. That's the first game. That's a loss. That's a loss. Even with Aaron Rodgers not practicing or not playing any, he's practicing, but not playing any preseason games, that's a loss. Okay? After that, Bills, loss. Bucks, loss. Dolphins, they might get that one. Cowboys, loss. My Broncos in Brooklyn, we can put the money on it. October 9th, it's going to be October 12th. Loss. Panthers, Bengals, loss. And I'm going to say them versus the Browns on the 9th is going to be a loss. So in their first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they got that. I want to say they play the Ravens too. 10 games. I only got them probably winning 1 or 2. I can see them going 10-8. 2-8, easy. And I do not believe in Aaron Glenn being a head coach at all. Defensive coordinator, absolutely. You could do a little bit with that. And the Jets need to really lean into the defense as much as possible, because that offense is going to be looking sloppy, dirty, dusty, disgusting, untrustworthy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And having to have a players only meeting this early in the preseason, in the season, mind you, disgusting, dirty, trifling. This is not what you want to see from a team. Not this early in the league. Not in the season. Okay? Last year, but this year going to be super, but I don't see them making it to the playoffs. Now I think it could be a situation where Aaron Glenn might not make it through the season. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Just dirty pick. A dirty pick. It's nasty work, man. I don't even. It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work. Speaking about something I actually did want to speak about. I'm actually excited to talk about. I want to talk about this one, man. Well, let me get him. Let me get him, man. I want to get this one up here. This is like that. It's like that. It's like that. So, I wanna pull this up because we're gonna show this first, right? Get the story up and popping. Bang. Right? And I'm gonna make sure we get the timer on it because I want to be able to spend a good amount of time. Matter of fact, nah. We're gonna forget the timer. We're gonna just talk about it. Our girl Plum, okay, Kelsey Plum banked in a game-winning shot just before the final buzzer as Los Angeles Sparks beat the Dallas Wings 81-80. This is the last story today because it's that impactful. Okay, this is on Wednesday night to spoil rookie Paige Bucker's career-high 44-point performance. Belt to ass. Sorry. Bucker scored the most points by a single player, in a single season in the WNBA this season, tied with Cynthia Cooper's 28-year-old record that was for most points in a game by a first-year player. My apologies. Plum finished with 20 points for the Los Angeles, who was 17-18 this season so far. Also, Jackson added on 25 points, which was a career high with 6 3-pointers, and Hamby added 14 points, and Cameron Brink gave you 11 points and 8 rebounds. But Buckers, who previously had a high of 35 points against the Phoenix Mercury on June 11th, who went 17 for 21 from the field, including 4 for 4 from the 3-point line and 6 for 6 from the free throw line, went absolutely dumb. But I want to show you how this took fold. Now, this is the last bucket. Obviously, this is what Kelsey Plum did in order to get the bucket. Right, lazy defense. I didn't like it. It was a bad switch. I'm gonna show it to you. We're gonna do it with the audio on as well.
Looking at the clock. Plum, time to go to work. 5 seconds left. Plum, with 2 seconds. Plum, the runner. Banks. Kelsey Plum with the bank to win it.
I don't like the fact
Looking at the clock.
there was no switch here.
Time to go to work. 5 seconds left. Plum, with
No help.
Plum, the runner. Banks. He got it. Kelsey Plum with the banks.
And I don't care how cocky you look, Kelsey. You guys got the win, but it didn't feel like you earned it. It didn't feel like you earned it. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, because when I was watching Buckers go dumb, and I'm gonna pull up the highlights for y'all to be able to see that as well. Buckers went stupid, absolutely Plum stupid. Like I did that. Went Plum stupid. And we gonna show it, right? Because I'm gonna give her just due and her respect to be able to show y'all how much of a bucket she is, right? My apologies. The Wings came all the way back in this game. Dallas was down double digits. They came all the way back in this game to get back into it, right? And we gon' they got back into it. Let me see here. They got back into it. I'm gonna turn the audio off so I can be able to talk to y'all. But look at this. Pull up. Bucket of extra crispy. Hitting the free throw. She was a bucket throughout the whole. I'm talking about watch her get into a bag. You hear me? Watch her get into a bag. Extra crispy. Give me in the post. Easy bucket. On Plum, by the way. And Plum is an excellent defender. But I'm talking about this is what I'm talking about, man. The WNBA right now, with the amount of talent they have coming in. Give me that bucket. Walk up. The amount of talent they have coming in on a consistent basis, we really have to start taking a real look at women's basketball. Sincerely. If you're talking about the fandom that happened while they were in the NCAA, why would it translate? Give me that bucket. Did Steph Curry slow down behind the back to the Baja? Splat. And she is showing true control, right? And when you watching like players like, I'm gonna bring up Caitlin Clark again, because a lot of people like to compare her to Caitlin Clark, which I don't like, because the way they get to the bucket is totally different, right? Paige Bueckers has a better ball handle, all right? She's more of a. If I could compare her to anybody in the NBA, I would say she's more of a Devin Booker, right? I'm gonna get that Buckal by any way necessary. Look at this step through. Caitlin Clark is a more all-around player when it comes to obviously being a great three-point shooter, but also a great passer as well. But she doesn't have that deep bag, right? That Booker's got, man. She's different. Give me that. We going to the bar. Now I would love, right, one day to see them coming off the joint and just banging on people. Give me that. Sorry, I get excited, man. But her ability to be able to get to the bucket, right? And the way she does, the clip she does is amazing. For one, give me this right here. This one cooked me. And one. Get off of me. And one. My bad, y'all. The way she's able to get to the bucket really opens up the offense completely, right? Because when she's on the floor, she's able to switch defenders and make them really sink in and be able to get her away from that, right? That crossover is cooking Brink. Ain't nothing she can do about that, okay? But her being able to do that and get to that basket as efficiently as she does really changes the floor for everybody else, right? And then her ability to be able to spread the floor with the pull-ups like this, ring. as consistently as she's been doing, is going to be dangerous for Dallas. I don't know how many more pieces they need, but they better get them. They better get them. You better surround her with adequate talent as quickly as possible, because she's a bucket personified. She can pass the ball too. I'm not taking that away from her game, right? Great anticipation, right? Great IQ on the floor, right? She got everything you need. Catch and shoot, bang. Pull up, bang. And they came all the way back in this game. Like I said, they were down. This right here gave them the lead. Stop on a dime. They gave them the lead. Los Angeles did not earn this. Give me that pull up. She was looking like Kobe out that mother. I dare I say, was looking like a young Kobe. They were out of, look at her face. They were out of sorts. Look at her face. Look at her face. They didn't know what to do with her. An elite bucket getter. We hoping to see more of this coming from Paige. I hope to see more of this coming from Paige. But what you have seen today has been the show of the shows, right? The greatest show of all time, right? I will make sure I provide you with her stats as well. My apologies, wrong one. My apologies. Forgive me. Okay. Being able to show her stats as well, what she's been doing so far this season. 19.8 points a game, almost have an average in 20 points a game, 4.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 5.1 assists, shooting 48, almost 49% from the field, and 41% from the 3-point line. When I'm talking about an efficient bucket getter, that's what you're talking about. That's what you want. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're not subscribed right now, you're probably on a break, which is perfectly fine, right? If you're watching from anywhere else, you're not going to be. But you want to make sure that you are following and subscribing, be a part of the show so we can be able to provide more quality content like this on a consistent basis. And we hope that you are able to do so. It helps us be able to give you exactly what you need and what you are deserving to have. And that is an amazing show every time. With that being the case, do apologize. Did just reset that for some reason. Not quite sure. But we should be good. My apologies for that, y'all. My apologies for that. My apologies for that coming off there. But with this team being what they are, man, and her being what she is, a complete bucket getter, we're happy to be able to report that live here on the Locker Room. So just please make sure, if you can, rock out with us. Make sure that you follow and subscribe. Be a part of the show. Be part of what helps us be able to grow and give you what you need when it comes to providing you the best shows on Twitch right now and everywhere else. Just so you know, another show tomorrow when it comes to the Locker Room, and then Saturday we will have the big show, our Point A, Point B, which is our sports debate show. I like to keep these Locker Room shows about 30 minutes, and then the Point A, Point B show about an hour. We are going to have a couple of more shows debuting this year, and I'm so excited about these shows. They're not going to be sports shows. They're going to be a couple of different ones. We got a dating show coming out. We got a game show coming out, and we got another fun show. I don't want to say exactly what it is, but just know that I am working on some amazing work. As you can see, I got my arms out, y'all. All right, I've been working out. I'm trying to get back right. Okay, I'm down like where I'm at right now. Okay, so I've been working out. Okay, so throughout the year, track my progress. Keep me accountable, hold me accountable, right? And make sure I'm doing what I gotta do, because I want to be where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say, honestly, thank you so much. If you dropped in, if you popped in, or whatever else, thank you so much for being a part of the show. I really do appreciate it. It is really helping tremendously when it comes to our growth every day. I'm going to keep working as hard as I can to be able to provide you with quality programming. And I hope that you will always stay locked into the locker room. Make sure you stay with us in Shadow Network. If you're on any application, I don't care where you are, you're going to be able to find us on Shadow Network. Make sure you subscribe where you are, okay? Where you see me, follow it, okay? Like it, follow it, subscribe it, comment. Make sure you're being a part of the Shadow Nation. With so many things that you're going to be able to do with this channel going further, okay, than you thought that you would be able to go with anybody else. All right, you're not just watching us talk to girls, or which we will be doing, or do anything else goofy, man. You're watching us actually provide you with news and with great debates and everything else. So excited to see you tomorrow. Please remain as beautiful and strong as you are. And this has been another installment of the greatest show. Well, I mean, the greatest sports news show that you can possibly see. Stay locked in with me. Locker Room.
He did it again! Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time!
Hey. Forgy. Hey. I just might take me a shot. Tryna get fly, bro, is going to jam. You might as well just get blocked. Tell me this all that you got. Hurry and pass me the ride. You know it's over, bro, cause I've been taking over. Shooters take shots, and I mean a lot. You over there looking sober, and you cannot look me over. Boy, I've been ballin' since 98. Look at the form, it's kinda great. It's to the point where it's no debates. Back then, niggas still ball like 23.